Now, the first of today's words of peace from leading actors who have chosen a poem or speech with a connection to nature, the planet, or the climate emergency. To kick us off, actress, producer, and global youth advocate, the wonderful Monique Coleman.
I have loved and supported Peace One Day for the last decade. And I think that this event, Climate Action Live, is so important because it is a preventative measure that is not just about conflict resolution, but about recognizing the connection between our resources and scarcity and the impact that that has on peace. A lot of times we think about peace from the perspective of being in an active conflict, but events like this and addressing climate change and the impact that that will have on our food, our water, our environment, and the rise of how many people will be displaced because of this. This is such an important time for us to gather around and really come up with solutions and take action before it gets to the point where it is armed conflict. I don't believe that people are inherently evil. I believe that ultimately we want a better future for ourselves and for our families. But if we do not address climate, there is no future. I love our planet so much. I love our mother. It's really difficult to kind of think about one specific thing that I'm most passionate about when it comes to climate action, but I probably would say the elimination of plastic waste. And so personally, one thing that I like to do is carry a reusable bottle because it's an easy way to eliminate the just millions of plastic bottles that are wasted constantly. The other thing I'm passionate about as well is the reduction of fast fashion and really looking for more sustainable solutions. That is particularly as an actress and in the entertainment industry, I really look for ways that I can make a difference and make better choices. I think where we spend our money is where our power lies. And so I try to use my spending power to make the most sustainable choices that I possibly can and inspire others to do the same. I think storytelling is such an incredible tool, not only because it gives us the opportunity to envision a better world, but it also gives us the chance to see the consequences of the world that we've already created and that we've already, the path that we're already on. And so I think it's a really incredible opportunity for storytellers to really gather around telling stories about climate and telling stories that show us the impact of our action as well as our inaction. And the other thing that I think is really critical is that the entertainment industry really gets behind climate action, not just in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. We have the tools and the skills to have green sets. We can do more than just show it. We can be about it. And so I know moving forward as an entertainer, it's something that I am committed to figuring out ways that the entertainment industry can really get behind making a difference and taking climate action so that we can truly reverse climate change. There's this incredible quote that says, "We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We are borrowing it from our children." And I love that because it puts us in this mindset of looking forward instead of just thinking about ourselves. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the effects and the impact of the choices that we've made. And therefore, I want to apologize to this generation for the mistakes that we've made and the earth that you've inherited. But I also want to empower you to know that you have everything you need. You have so much potential and support and the will and I know that this generation is the one that can turn this around. The scandal is not that climate change is made up. The scandal is that it's not. And that while a lot is already being done to tackle it, we are still not doing all that we could. Why is tackling climate change not at the top of everyone's agenda? Partly, no doubt, because most people have busy lives and other things to worry about. Partly because the effects of climate change tend to be invisible and incremental until they are suddenly catastrophic. And maybe, too, because of the words we use. Language matters. So here's a final thought. If words like climate change and global warming have become a turnoff for most ordinary people, maybe we should change the words. Perhaps we should talk instead about what those things actually mean. Killer weather, a world underwater, and a mortgaged future. Many might not get out of bed to fight something that sounds vaguely technical and non-threatening called climate change. But pretty much all of us would do so to protect our loved ones, our homes, and our livelihoods, and to build a better world. Conclusion: climate change is too good to be true. So let's tell it like it is. Let's tackle it together, and let's redouble our efforts. Over the last 200 years, humans have comprehensively demonstrated that they can change the climate. And we have changed it for the worse by doing the wrong things. Now, let's show we can change it for the better by doing the right things.